Hello everybody, just a quick midweek pop-up again. I know I said I wasn't going to do these all the time, and I'm really not, but today is a very special day. Today is a publication of my friend Josie Lloyd's new book. This is the book, The Cancer Ladies Running Club, and you can buy it online from Amazon. You can buy it from all good bookshops, and if you're in the UK, you can buy it from Asda, Sainsbury's, Tesco's. All good supermarkets will be carrying it, and if you want to buy it from a bookshop that is an independent bookshop, obviously that would be very nice. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever seen the first video on my channel, which I put up 4 years ago. That video was about running through cancer, and it was about me and a group of girls running through our chemo, after our chemo, just basically running to beat cancer. And we did a 10k, the Brighton Marathon 10k. We trained for it, we did it, we came out the other side. That was 4 years ago, exactly. And one of the girls that was running with that little group of 6 of us was called Jo. She is author Josie Lloyd. She lives quite near me, and she is a very well respected novelist. She's written a bunch of books, and her experience of having breast cancer and running through it was one which basically spurred her to write an uplifting, positive, fictionalized tale. A tale of somebody, just an ordinary woman who gets diagnosed with breast cancer and who gets talked into learning to run and to raise money for charity, and the story of her and all her friends. Now, it is a fictionalized story, so none of the people in it are real, but Jo's experience just informs all of Kira, the main character's experiences as well. And there's another experience in the book that I would like to read to you, if you don't mind. It's in the 3rd chapter of the book, and the main character, Kira, has just been to the breast clinic to find out a little bit about what's going on with her body. She's upset, and she goes to sit in a park. And while she's in the park having a coffee from the hospital, she notices a woman running slowly along the path towards her. And I'm just going to read a little bit of what happens there. She's a terrible jogger. She might as well be walking. That's how I'd look if I was jogging. As the runner gets nearer, I see that her chest is heaving. She's making a rasping sound as she tries to breathe in. She's fairly covered up by logoed running kit, but I can see that she's got tattoos over her neck beneath her jet black hair. I know everyone has them these days, but I really don't get the appeal of tattoos, and I'm immediately a bit judgmental about her. Maybe she's on drugs. Oh, for God's sake, I sound like my mother-in-law, even to myself. As she reaches the bench where I'm sitting, she stops, leans forward, and puts her hands on her knees and pulls in air. She's just meters away, and I can see that her fingers are covered in chunky silver rings. She looks fairly slim and fairly fit, so it's a surprise she seems to be having difficulties. Her eyes are closed as if she's in pain. She's not having a cardiac arrest, is she? I'm jolted from my own potential medical crisis into her very real one. "Are you okay?" I ask, getting up, feeling slightly panicked about my lack of first aid know-how. "Do you want to sit down for a minute?" She nods, and I help her over to the bench, and she sits, her eyes still closed. She seems to be concentrating very hard, almost as if she's meditating. She has deathly pale skin, which I see now is white makeup, and thick black flicky eyeliner which has smudged a bit. Her lips, which I thought had gone blue through lack of oxygen, are actually that shade because of metallic lipstick. Her black hair pokes out beneath her Nike cap and is very obviously dyed. It makes her look even paler. She has multiple piercings in her ears. But the most surprising thing is that she must be my age, at least. I tell myself off for being a bit prejudiced about her being a druggie, but then a full-on Eldergoth runner is a bit of an anomaly. "Thank you," she says, eventually opening her eyes. They're a deep blue. Her voice is soft and low. "You're very kind." "Can I get you anything?" I ask, although I don't have any water, so it's a fairly empty offer. I look down at the plastic lid of my coffee cup. It's got pink lipstick round the little hole. She's not going to want that. Christ, I hate how hard it is, she says, shaking her head. She means the running. "New Year's resolution?" I ask, because I've already made up her backstory. She's a repentant punk. She's spent years getting stoned and or shooting up whilst listening to dark music, in the dark, obviously, or in the glow of a skull candle. But now, with the new year upon us, she's turned over a new leaf. She's out for the first bit of daylight exercise in years. "No, I'm a long-distance runner," she says. "Oh, that cancels out all that then. Has she really just run a really long way?" "Well, I used to be," she says, and there's a real bitterness in her laugh. She takes a deep, deciding breath and, slapping her chunky ringed hands on her knees, gets back up again. "Keep at it, it's the only way," she says, as if to herself. "I'm not dead yet," she says, smiling at me. It's a wide smile, a proper cheeky Cheshire cat grin, and there's something impressively defiant in her look, and I immediately take back all my prejudgments. This is a woman with gumption and pluck, as my mother would say, and I kind of like her. So that's when the main character, Kira, meets somebody who may or may not be recognisable to you. But it's a great novel. It's modern. It's really about friendship, and this is what it looks like. So when you see it on Amazon or in the shop, I highly recommend that you buy it. You'll probably hear Josie Lloyd, the author, on the radio. You might see her on the television or in newspapers or magazines. She was in the Daily Mail this week, Good Housekeeping a couple of months ago. Her book's getting reviewed all over the shop. There are podcasts and all sorts of things. So I just wanted to say she's a very, very, very good friend of mine, and she helped me when I was in a horrible way, and I hope I helped her when she was too. So any ladies out there who want a good, uplifting, positive novel about breast cancer and running, this is the book for you. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. I know it's unusual to see me in the week, but don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you on one of my usual days. Bye for now, everybody.